everybody. This is Anna Michelson from AnnaMichelson.com. And I know how some parks at least look in America, United States, because I've been there to visit, not recently, but within the past 10 years. But in case if you're interested, this is a very typical park in Israel with lots of big slides coming down, which are actually kind of fun to go down on, and lots of monkey bars and not so many swings, but pretty fun park. In any case, today what I wanted to talk about was Zale brought up a question about my yesterday's Facebook Live, asking me if by asking a man to take notes of what the woman likes, or asking a woman to take notes of what the man likes, I'm not actually asking them to go into either the male going into the feminine energy or the woman going into the male energy, which could be slightly detrimental. Now, actually, I'm not saying that at all in the least bit. Not only am I not saying that, but I actually believe that the fact that you have the two sides of the coin over there, the feminine side and the male side, male usually being more analytical, more critical, more logical, and the female usually being more nurturing, more softer. They tend to balance each other out. It can actually be it's usually not a detriment, but something that's good, that enhances the relationship and enhances the whole way of life, because you need two ways of things. I know that if I want specific information about, let's say, math or how to, buy stocks, something like that, I'll go to my dad. Yet if I want to know something about a recipe or about maybe something of how to handle my children, I'll go to my mother. So it's important to have both sides of the coin there, both the male and the female side. On the other hand, if you think back to the time when people are going out, and I don't know about you personally or anybody out there personally, all I can say is that I've had many couples say to me that during the time that they were going out with their spouses or their partners before they got married, everything was so romantic, and they would each really take notes of what the other person liked. I know for myself as well, it's if I know that I'm going out with someone who likes the color blue, I'll try wearing the color blue. And if I know that, and they know that I don't like going to noisy restaurants, they'll generally choose quieter places for me to go to because they want to please me and I want to please them. Yet somehow, once you get married, people tend to think, okay, it's a done deal. Don't need to work on this anymore. We're married, that's it. And then they stop working on it, and as they stop working on it, and they stop trying to please each other, and they stop looking for ways to please each other in the way that the other person wants to be pleased, things start to drift away. The two people start to drift away. Now think about it like this. I've seen many fathers who want to connect with their daughters, and they go and they play with them Barbies. Does that mean that he's going into his feminine side? No, it means he knows that the good way to connect with his daughter, who likes to play with Barbies, is to sit there and play Barbies with her. And on the other hand, when I want to connect with my sons, they like war games, so I used to play soldiers with them because that was a way for me to connect with them, especially when I already got divorced, my father wasn't there. They needed some adult figure to be with them, and that was the best way for me to connect with them. So what I'm saying is that seeing what the other person likes and then making them happy in the way that they want to be happy is a way of showing that you love them. And they will do the same thing to you. Now you have to remember, every marriage is not 50%, 50%, not 25%, 75%. It's 100% and 100%. You both have to be 100% committed to the marriage for the marriage to blossom and grow. And don't think that you can just stand still. You never stand still. You either move forward or you move backwards. And moving backwards, in my book, in a marriage, is really sad. And I know that's what happened in my marriage, and that's why it fell apart. But I'm now learning the techniques so that I can share with others and use for myself, with all my relationships, with my parents, with my children, and God willing, with my spouse when the time comes, to be able to constantly be moving forward in a positive way. Now, I'm going to give one more level of this, and that's that, in general, when partners go out, they go out at nighttime after they both had a hard day at work, and they're both tired, and they're both frustrated, and they brought back all the frustrations and the angers and the tiredness from their place of work, and then they go out, yet they go out with their coworkers for lunch when they're still bright and fresh, or maybe for breakfast when they're still bright and fresh. Whatever happened? What's so wrong with, a couple deciding we're going to go out for breakfast together and then go to work, so that you have each other when you're both fresh and happy and in a good mood, and right after you slept and you're both feeling refreshed, and then you have a great time together, and that's a perfect way to connect in a good good way, instead of connecting at the end of the day when you're both tired and grouchy and grumpy, and all you really want to do is either read your paper or watch television or just go to sleep. So take all that consideration when you're dealing with your spouse, with your partner, who you want to love, who you want to have a relationship with. Work to see how you can make that relationship better and better. And one of the things to make it better and better is to see how they would be happy, what would make them happy, and do those things that would make them happy. That doesn't mean you have to leave what you are intrinsically, your intrinsic personality. Doesn't mean that if you're intrinsically a male, you have to turn into your feminine side. All that it means is, oh, she loves flowers. I'm gonna win over here, and I'm gonna buy her lots of bouquets of flowers that are making her feel so loved. And when she feels loved, she'll bring the love right back to you. So that's a win-win situation. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you haven't given me a like, I'd love to get those hearts down below. And if you're watching this on YouTube, the subscribe button and the bell notifications, it'll be notified every time that I'll have a new video coming out. And just remember, I'm here to make the whole world happy, 1% at a time, starting with myself. And as I make myself happy, it ripples out, slowly but surely, to all the people around me, and all the people around them, and all the people around them, until the whole world becomes happy. And on the other hand, also to keep as many couples together happily as I can. Have a great day from Ilana Michelson.